From heaven to hell, Pastor Mboro's court battle for brandishing a dangerous weapon at a school. A landmark HIV case sentencing argument. What does it mean for people who deliberately hide their status when sleeping with others?
There is no cure for HIV. This means that I will live with this disease for the rest of my life.
A legal training camp was a front for a secret camp, which provided 95 Libyans with military training. And electronic sniffer dogs who help sniff out child predators and their web of lies. Hello, I'm Jane Dutton.
This is Eyewitness News.
This camp in Mpumalanga, which police raided last week, was not accredited for military training. The security company Milites de Security Services reportedly set up 2 bases on a farm, one which was legal, the other not. So what were they doing training the 95 Libyans who entered the country illegally?
SIRA says Milites de Security Services was only accredited to provide basic security training. However, the company created a secondary camp where it trained Libyan nationals in military-style tactics. The camp had dug-up trenches, automatic weapons and other military-style equipment. SIRA CEO Manabele Chauke says the regulator would never approve of such an operation.
It doesn't really matter whether the training is military, even if it was supposed to be an ordinary security training. To a foreign national who originate from a country where there is armed conflict, that is illegal.
Chauke says at this stage, it is unclear what the Libyans were training for. Thabiso Koba, Eyewitness News.
Pastor Paseka Mboro Matsoneng appeared in court today for brandishing a dangerous weapon at school. Earlier this week, Mboro stormed Matsediso Primary School wielding a machete and threatening teachers. He forcibly removed his grandchildren from the school after his son was denied access. Community members set Mboro's incredible happenings church alight yesterday.
All 3 of them are charged with various charges ranging from kidnapping, possession of unlawful, unlicensed firearms, and possession of prohibited firearms, discharging a firearm, assault by way of threat, common assault. So they face a whole range of charges.
Sentencing proceedings for a former SANDF member who's been found guilty of attempted murder after failing to disclose his HIV status to his ex-girlfriend have got underway in the Pretoria Magistrates Court. Leon Santos Conga was convicted of the attempted murder and rape of Antoinette Ndeshishi in June. The court understands that she only consented to having sex with him on the understanding that he was HIV negative and that he knew this was not the case.
AfriForum's private prosecution unit is confident Antoinette Ndeshishi will present a compelling case for why Mr. Conga should spend a long time in jail. The court found she was an outstanding witness and she presented a true case of what happened to her.
By giving me the HIV virus, he did not only kill my self-esteem, he inflicted more pains to the trauma I was already dealing with and trying to heal from.
The public is warned to be cautious about scam calls in which the caller poses to be a police officer, mostly to extort money. These scam callers attempt to coerce the recipient to pay a traffic fine to avoid arrest.
This is not just individuals preying on a few gullible victims. There are syndicates that use a variety of different scams to con people out of their money. This is a form of extortion where they put fear into a person that they're about to be arrested.
Private investigator Wendy Pascoe says the advent of social media and online shopping have made many users more susceptible to having their personal details exploited. The Johannesburg High Court has heard how self-confessed serial killer Sifiso Makwanazi would have continued his 2022 murder spree if he was not caught by police. Makwanazi, who was found guilty of raping and killing 6 sex workers in 2022, was sent for a psychiatric evaluation in May, and the full contents of the assessment were read out in court today. Psychiatrist Dr. Indran Chetty, who conducted the evaluation and drafted up a report, testified that although the idea of rehabilitation is bleak, there is still hope for Makwanazi. Some international news. Hamas has named its chief in Gaza, Yahya Sinwar, as its new political leader. Israel has accused him of being one of the masterminds of the October 7th attacks in the south of the country, making him one of Israel's most wanted militants. Sinwar's appointment comes less than a week after Ismail Haniyeh was assassinated by Israel in Iran. Israel's Foreign Minister Israel Katz posted on X that Sinwar should be swiftly eliminated. In the United Kingdom, suspected far-right rioters have started appearing in British courts as police try to put an end to a week of destructive demonstrations. The government says 6,000 specialist police officers are ready to deal with England's worst disorder in over a decade. And we celebrate the electronic sniffer dogs in Ecuador. These dogs are trained to sniff out laptops and phones linked to child predators. A doctor who treats children in Ecuador is currently facing a 30-year prison sentence for creating explicit content involving minors, and his prosecution is thanks to Roscoe, the electronic sniffer dog. Roscoe and another Labrador dog, Rugo, have earned calls to catch child predators internationally, and we'd certainly welcome them here. We say goodbye to veteran actress Connie Chiume, who died at age 72. Chiume passed away at Netcare Garden City Hospital yesterday following a medical procedure.
Eyewitness News, in touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.